Hey Pisces, I'm around to you this time and change things up a little bit. A new offering I have now for Southeastern Soul Tribe. I have developed now a level 2 tribe membership, which you can do over at Patreon. There should be a link below or a link over in my About section for YouTube. That's where you'll find for one price, $7 a month, for unlimited extended readings. And once it's built up more, then I will start doing live interactions over there on Patreon for my subscribers so that you can ask tarot questions. I'll do live tarot readings over there for those of you who join. Anyway, but you also get all the extended. So just wanted to put that out there really quick. And let's get around to Pisces readings, see what's going on. So we're finally into February. As you guys know, today's February the 5th. In 4 days, we're going to have a new moon in Aquarius, okay? And so new moons are the best time to manifest new things. Aquarius is what's good for the collective as well as ourselves. And also, unapologetically, you is who you need to figure out how to be that. And who is that person? Without the relationship, without your job, you need to be asking yourself, who am I? Without anybody else included. Who are you at your core? If everybody in your life was ripped from you, who would you be? That's the question to ask yourself. Then on February the 24th, the full moon is going into Virgo. That's a time when we should be asking ourselves, what should we release about our routines that is not the best for the collective group? That's us, our household, our friend circles, and our communities. Everybody in the collective. If we have habits and behaviors that we're doing that, what is wrong with my necklace? Not treating me correctly. If we have habits and things like that that are not good for us and the collective, then those are things that we need to try to move out of our life. And you recognize those habits, because if we keep doing them, then we're creating negative karma for ourselves. So if you've woken up to recognizing any of those habits, then it's your responsibility to try to get them out of your life. And we're always here to better ourselves and better our relationships, and so that we can progress in our lives both spiritually and in this 3D world. It makes our lives a lot easier. Something else I've been really looking at this morning after my meditation was our progressed birth charts. Did you know as you age, your birth chart changes? Yes, you came into this world as a Libra, maybe. I came into the world as a Libra. But as I've gotten older and I have experienced evolution, going toward my North Node and things like that, as time progresses and the way that it progresses in the birth chart, you can look up the calculations, but it's calculated based on the day you were born and how many days since then. So whatever age you're at. So my progress chart right now has me mainly a Scorpio. And it's very interesting because when you look at your progress chart and then you see how different it is from your natal chart, and you go and you look back at readings or something, you may find that your placements in your progress chart relate with you more now than what your birth chart do. So it's just an idea, something else to look at, and another way to look at the readings that you're listening to. All right, Pisces. Let's get to your reading. In the Moonology, angels, ancestors, guides, spirit, Please come into this reading for the highest good of our Pisces collective. For our Pisces collective. Please. For the highest good of Pisces collective. Any other messages? Thank you. All right, Pisces, full moon in Virgo. That's what's coming up on the 24th. You are good enough. So you're getting kind of the same reading that I gave a couple days ago. I can't remember who got it. But it's basically saying that in this full moon coming up, it's going to be a significant time for you, Pisces. It's also a time for you to recognize and release anything that is messing with your self-confidence. Sometimes it's the routines that you have. Maybe you routinely have negative self-talk. Maybe there's something about mental health and wellness, your physical health and wellness that you need to look into here with this full moon. Maybe bad habits that you've had that you need to push out. And it's time to improve that if you're having issues in that area. And conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. So, we have, let's see, that full moon eclipse is going to be in Aries. It's going to be September the 17th this year. So it may be up until September that you get a final conclusion to something you might be going after right now. And that feels like a long time, I know. But you may be realizing something by the 24th of Virgo as well. So don't think. It's always about the journey. It's not necessarily about the destination always. Look here, new moon eclipse. All right, so when is our new moon eclipse that's coming up? Let's see. Well, possibly by March the 24th. That might be a powerful change time. That's not very far away. That's a month away. And I just say that because March 24th and 25th is the next lunar eclipse. I don't know why time isn't a thing right now with this reading. This is very different than what I've been getting. Also, it's all full moon energy. It's mostly full moon energy, and it's about eclipses. Those are significant change times. Definitely. So there's a powerful change coming for you, Pisces. Very interesting. Let me check the numerology for you. I've been pulling numerology for everyone because that is something for you to research later. That way, you look at your reading and you listen to your reading and you hear the clues that the downloads that come in when I do this and what I see here. And then the numerology is something that I know is significant. It's been significant throughout my awakenings. And so I really want you to do the extra study. I want to leave you with something to take away besides just what I say to you. I want you to look it up. I want you to do active listening and active in between until we get to your next reading. So focus for you guys, parenting, the number 63. So look at the number 6, the number 3, the number 63. You can Google angel numbers, destiny numbers, research all the significance of the number 6, the number 3, the number 63, and the number 9 in numerology. And you can Google that stuff. But parenting is the number 63. So maybe there's something going on with kids, or maybe somebody is expecting powerful change in motherhood or parenting or something like that. And then environment is at the bottom of the deck with the number 44, which goes to the number 8. So look at the number 8, 4, 4, and the number 4. The number 6, the number 3, and the number 9. Those are your homework for the numerology stuff, okay? Should be helpful for you. Pisces, I see a Gemini, strong Gemini here. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically Leo. That's all the signs that are on the table. With the base of the reading being parenting and the environment, powerful change, you are good enough and conclusions are within reach. There is something hidden, some information you're seeking out that you just feel like that you can't seem to put your finger on the answer to, and a change that needs to take place. And whatever's happening here has really affected your confidence or something. I worry with it being parenting that it might have something to do with your kids, especially because I got a page over here. A page of cups, a kid that, if this ain't a kid acting up, then it's somebody who has a mentality of a kid or acting childish. Parenting is a thing. So if this isn't an actual child, then there's a feeling here of someone feeling like they're constantly needing to discipline someone. A grown person. It's creating a hostile environment because there's 5 of Wands is here and the 5 of Swords. Hostile environment. If this is work, there's a hostile work environment and somebody's acting really childish. Blocking somebody from... I feel like that this behavior is blocking an opportunity for someone. It's like whoever this is almost got to a really happy point, and then damn, here comes this childish behavior shit. It's pissing me off. And now here I am taking on this crappy person's energy. I'm trying. It makes me want to kick somebody's ass. That's how frustrating. Is that how you feel? Either you or somebody you're dealing with. Yeah. Impatient. Somebody sit around and waited for quite a while for something, a conclusion, for some bullshit to end. And now they're done waiting on it. Somebody was in an energy of flightiness. Fly by night. Whole lot of fun on Saturday night. They didn't stick around on Sunday morning. We stopped waiting on it and we're going to put an end to that. Someone here is making a decision. They're going to tell somebody about it too. And the decision they make is no mas. No mas. Somebody here is recognizing recognizing toxic behavior with the investment of time, the lack of investments that somebody makes, or realizes that they're toxic, that it's toxic for them to continue investing. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles are both at the top focal points of this devil energy, this Capricorn. Unless Capricorn's somebody you're dealing with. But I think it's an energy. Somebody's waking up to it. The wheel is turning as we hoped it would. Now, whoever this is does not look forward to any celebration with who or whatever this is. Now, if this is just leaving energy, but by recognizing that this toxic behavior was about themselves investing in someone who was acting childish, the devil gets defeated. It removes the stubbornness. It removes the way that somebody's acting. Well, I shouldn't say it like that because I don't feel like it's that way. The way I should be saying it is one person removes themselves from the energy that's acting like that. They take back their power because they open their eyes and realize that the investment in this with someone who's acting like that is enabling them to continue that behavior. And it's funny because I was looking at that kind of stuff this morning. I ran across an article that spoke about how often that we associate codependency with just addictions, like alcoholism and drug use and stuff like that. But we can enable codependency in relationships where people are unhealed. If somebody's acting childish, they're creating drama and stuff like that, when you come in peace, or if you're patiently waiting on something and you're not included in the drama or whatever, or say it's somebody that moves goalposts, like one day it's this, and then so you go to try to accommodate and do that thing, then the next day whatever you were doing that day was wrong. So you can't ever figure out where the target point is with that person. So do you stay and keep accommodating them while you walk on eggshells? No. Then you're the enabler of a codependent relationship. Or do you just decide, well, you go try to talk to them about it, and if they don't work with you somehow, then at that point you decided to discuss it with them. Now it's just fine. Pull back your energy, make your own preparations, and pop smoke because you tried. But continuing to stay in something like that is an enabler. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize that we're not looking at. Our loyalty goes to an extent where it shouldn't go. When we're no longer being loyal to our own thing, when our help goes from help to enabling, you enable someone if they continuously need you for something they can handle themselves. You help someone who can't physically handle or stand up to something themselves, but you help them get up, and then you let them go. Fly away, little birdie. Just like that. You don't hold on. And if they're holding on to you for dear life, the best thing you can do is release them. Don't let their holding on dictate you. And someone who comes in, especially if it's a grown-ass adult, acting childish, bringing the Five of Swords and Five of Wands into a scenario, blocking new opportunities, then it's not their fault. Sure, they need to be accountable for their behavior, but you have to be accountable for what you put up with. So Pisces, if you've been staying, I see a time period where powerful change is going to come in. You can probably expect to see a difference or an awakening to this, which is what I think is happening by the 24th. You're going to start to see somebody's going to, this outside energy here, there's going to be a communication that comes in, a new one. And in the extended, we're going to look and see more about this, more about what you'd been waiting on, what type of this childish behavior this is. And we're going to look further out to see what's coming up after this energy dissipates out of here. We're going to see what's coming up. We don't want to dig in the past. We'd like to see what it can look like if certain decisions are made, and how can you best navigate the energy while you're in it for your highest good. This might be kind of a longer cycle for you, just because of what I'm seeing with the full moon in Virgo. Yes, you're going to start realizing your value, your self-value here by the 24th of February. It's going to start opening up, and it's probably going to be a catalyst because of this communication that comes in that we're going to find out about. And it may be from somebody from the out. It's an outside energy, so we're going to check and see what that is. But also, conclusions are within reach, and I think that date is going to be more like somewhere between March and September of this year. So the cycle may go into the third quarter of the year. And it may complete in the first quarter. It depends on where you are on the timeline. But I heard at the beginning of this, and I didn't say it, but I'm really starting to feel it with the way this reading is going. This parenting card, if it's not about a kid, then it is about a feeling that somebody doesn't know how to parent themselves. If this is an adult, they don't know how to self-soothe or parent themselves. If this is you, then this is something you're going to start waking up to coming forward. And it's going to impact your environment. Anybody who's in the environment, if you've got a person who's on a healing journey, and you start to recognize a behavior in someone where they are exhibiting behaviors where they can't parent themselves or self-soothe or whatever, then if you are the one that's recognizing it, then it's up to you to move around your environment. Not to accommodate someone else, but to accommodate your peace, growth. Because through doing that, think about it, that sounds selfish to a lot of people. But in my experience and through my learning, I have found out that a healed person exhibiting healed behavior will anger extremely someone who is not healed, because they start to exhibit anger, jealousy, things like that. They'll project those things onto a healed person. All right. Now, when you are healed, that projection will create a catalyst for that person to either A, choose their own healing, or move on and get into another repeat relationship which is going to do the same thing, and they get in a cycle. But you being healed, heal yourself, and you begin to attract other healed people into your life. People who are not, don't stick around, they leave. But once you're healed, you don't have a codependency to that anymore. You don't hang on to it. You'll understand once you're healed. You won't feel fear if somebody decides to leave. If somebody pops smoke, you won't fear that. You'll be like, ta-ta. May you have the best life. Just keep in touch. Or maybe you don't want to keep in touch. I didn't know if they were going to... Yeah, hold on just a second. Mailman. They like to throw a fit when it's the mailman. All right, so back to what I was saying. Yes, being a healed person in an environment, Believe it or not, healing yourself actually heals others around you and enables you to live in a place of peace even when other people are having these behaviors, because you know how to remove yourself from the environment. Okay? Now, piece of advice for those of you who can't go to the extended. I do want to offer you some advice if this is where you leave me. If not, if you are a member on Patreon, you can see my extended. It's just $7 a month. You'd spend that on lottery tickets. But let's get you an animal oracle advice. For Pisces. Platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So maybe that's something to release, or maybe somebody else is doing a lot of that. But if it's somebody else doing a lot of complaining and not focusing, then it's asking you to begin a new habit, or recognize the tendency to look at the negative side of things rather than the positive in your life, and start speaking positivity in to those places rather than look at the cup half full instead of half empty. It is not a strong thing to be a pessimist. It's actually a weak thing. All right? It's not cool to be a pessimist, because people don't like to be around people who are pessimists about everything. It makes us feel bad. It makes us feel hopeless. You know, we're intended to love each other and move from a place of love and light. That doesn't mean darkness doesn't exist. But when you live in the light, the darkness cannot overtake it. And if you are a pessimist, then the majority of the things that you look at, think about, talk about are negative. And that attracts more to your life, which makes you a bigger pessimist, because all you think about is the bad shit. So you think everybody's shit. Pessimism isn't attractive. Unless you're another pessimist. Most likely, if you've got a pessimist in your life, in your face, guess what? You might be a little pessimistic yourself. Something to look at. So, does people that are happy piss you off? Valid question. No? Grouse. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. That says, improve your environment. Go out and have a little fun, damn it. Everything's not all about work. Get out the house. Get out of the environment that's negative. Do something positive. All right? All right. For those of you who can go to the extended, I'll see you in just a moment. For the rest of you, love and light. Please like, share, and subscribe. That is free. And come back and see me. I'll be back around, and check out your moon, your Venus, your rising sign, and any other sign, because we all have pieces of each sign in us. Just look and see what house it's in. Until next time, Pisces, love and light to you. Mwah.